Welcome in, Capricorn. This is your reading. Okay, so whatever placement, any Capricorn placement, let's cut the deck and see what I'm going to receive for this reading. All right, Nine of Swords. But what I'm seeing is a hand somebody's holding their hand up, and it's like the number 5. So I'm seeing the number 5, which in tarot symbolizes getting over the hump of something and things starting to become better. Or if you guys, if you have someone in spirit that had a birthday on the 5th, you have a birthday or the death day or whatever on the 5th, see how the number 5 is relevant to you. Okay, I'm hearing go slow. Okay, so what they're showing me is kind of like you know, but a car goes slow and then kind of speeds up and goes slow. It's like you slow down, you speed up, you slow down, you speed up, and it's always like nothing's happening at a steady pace. You know, like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, kind of an energy. And maybe that's what's making you so frustrated. All right, like in this card, this, you know, it represents this person having so many worries, and all these swords are here, but none of them are actually piercing the person or actually affecting the person. So it's like you might be worrying about things that are never going to really come to pass. So worries that are unfounded. All right, so I'm hearing like slow and steady, slow and steady. Also, don't worry about what other people are saying. So concentrate on what your intuition is saying, what your heart and gut is telling you to do. And Spirit is saying you're connected. You know, everyone is connected, but whether they realize it or you know, try to understand that and believe that. But they're saying you are connected to Spirit, to your higher self. And they're talking about reprogramming yourself. Okay, no one can come out from the side or come from outside of you and reprogram you. You have to do that yourself. You can go to a class, you can do whatever you want. Other people can tell you how to do it or how they think you should do it. But the bottom line is you have to do it yourself. And Spirit is talking about you reprogramming your own thoughts and understandings and beliefs about anything that comes up for you. Positive, negative, it doesn't matter, but usually it's the negative that affects us negatively in our energy that we have to look at and reprogram what we think. Okay, so it could be a person, like a father is coming to mind. So maybe a father it doesn't matter if it's really a father, but it's like you might have not had a good relationship, but then you have to look at the person and their life, and maybe that's all they knew. They didn't know anything different. And that's, you know, how they were. And why are you holding on to that? And all that you have to tell yourself. And then you come up with a new belief about the situation. Like, yeah, it was bad, but, you know, you kind of understand it from some respect, and then you make a choice of whether you're going to kind of put that to bed in that way. Okay, so they're talking about people don't look out for you like you would look out for yourself. Okay, so it's all about you taking the reins or taking that, making those decisions excuse me, about yourself. So you might You might have started a new business or something like that where you're looking to grow, and you are growing. So you have to like look at that horizon for opportunity, not doubt, not failure, not none of those things. You're looking for that ship to come in, that opportunity to always be growing and advancing. Okay, so I'm seeing like somebody that got kind of knocked down. They're sitting on the ground. It is a woman, like sitting down on the ground, not crying, not upset, but just kind of sitting there. So you might have gotten knocked down, but you always get back up. And perhaps, that's why I saw the number 5, and I told you that was the transition point to better things. It's you getting up. All right? So there's, this is a card of you winning. You're defeating the other people. You know what you have. You know the armor that you have, the swords or whatever you have, so you know who you are and all the good things that you have within your being. So it's like maybe you didn't always know that, but the more time goes on, you are a winner. You know that you do have all these aspects in your arsenal of I'm hearing talent, creativity, all these things that you know that you have that. So people on the outside can't knock you down anymore like they used to, because over time and what you've worked on and how you've taken the things that were negative and restructured them in your mind and changed your beliefs and how you've grown, now you have that within yourself, to when somebody tries to push against you in some way, then you have those things that are kind of readily available. And in other words, that positive stuff comes up for you much more quickly than the negative stuff that used to come up for you, like I'm not worthy or whatever. Now it's kind of like you set these things in motion or in place within yourself so that you know who you are, that you are a winner, that you are the one that defeats, and you're strong, okay? And you're following your passions now, more so than ever is what Spirit is saying. You're following your passions and your guidance, okay? They're all guiding you. Spirit guides you. Your spirit guides your friends, your family, even your pets in spirit. They're all around you. They're all giving you that love and encouragement. Even if you don't feel it, it's still there. And they're saying that those ties are never broken. Even if you, like I said, don't feel it, don't think they really are there, but you'd be surprised, because right now they're showing me like a crowd. Okay, so it's like you don't realize that there's literally a crowd. Like you're on stage and there's this huge crowd around you. That's what it's like in spirit, especially when you need something, that they know that they need to be there for you, and then they're there even more. Okay, some come, go, depending upon what you need. Okay, I feel like there's a decision coming up, or that you have a decision to make that's happening soon. A lot of you, this has to do with some kind of a relationship. So either your relationship with whoever, anybody, a partner or a friend or anything. But I feel like it's more of a relationship type energy that you might be having to make a decision about. And it seems like there's been a struggle, and you're just coming to grips with, or taking a look at that, and whether you want to continue in that way, or maybe the relationship will change. The other person will understand or adapt or, compromise, whatever is needed. So there's that. All right, we're come to the end of our 10 minutes. So have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching.